Experience local excellence with Roof Right Roofing in Charlestown, Rhode Island. With over 40 years of unmatched expertise, Roof Right specializes in architectural shingles and holds the prestigious title of GAF Master Elite Installers. Known for their commitment to the community and support for local initiatives, Roof Right is your trusted partner for all of your home's roofing needs. Call today for a free estimate at 401 212 4140.
Hello one, hello all, and here we are. It's like we never left. Back at Sal Orgiri Field. The weather is much, much better here for another Lady Bulldog lacrosse matchup. They come into this one, folks, at 2-0. Great start. We'll talk all about that later. We are in the middle for the opening face-off right now. Our opponent, the Mount St. Charles Mounties in town, who are 1-0. I mean, it's going to be a tough task. I know this is a makeup game, but, man, the amount you'll run in this sport to have to go right back at it the next day cannot be easy. These girls, though, like I said yesterday, seem to never tire, so we'll see how it works out today.
And, you know, Greg, what a difference a day makes when it comes to weather. It literally like night and day today. Well, it is like night and day. It literally is night and day, so, you know, Freudian slip there, I guess.
Opening face-up goes to the Mounties. They're on the run. Mounties are in the blue, going from right to left. Defense for the Bulldogs just actually participate tonight. More so than they did yesterday for sure. I watched the Mounties a little bit before the game. Much different level of an opponent, obviously. And I think the Bulldogs knew coming in that their challenge would be greater. Up behind the goal, the Mounties trying to set up an offense here. Nice defense by the Bulldogs, cutting down the passing lanes as they work all the way around. There's a whistle. I learned a little bit about the sport thanks to Coach Amato. I really appreciate. He can teach me probably full-time for years, and I wouldn't have it all down. But there's a whistle, and it's a total reset. I've learned about self-starts. We'll talk about that later. Here's an opportunity for the Mounties, and they choose to reset. There's nothing available in the middle. That's good defense by the Bulldogs. Mounties still in possession, however, here. Physical man-to-man D thus far by the Bulldogs, who really, I mean, they excel in speed, physicality. I mean, having a sophomore like Macera on the squad, I mean, they spread it out. Another whistle to be another complete reset is what I was told. And here's a wide open opportunity again for the Mounties. Not much defense in the way on this one. Pretty much a penalty shot. On the whistle, she's off, gets the shot off, and nice save by the goalie, Casey Cushing, on the first real opportunity for the Mounties. And the Mounties have thus far really been the only team to provide any pressure yet. And another little mishap there by the Bulldogs out of bounds. Mounties right off the bat on the run again behind the Bulldog goal.
Greg, I learned a lot today, this morning, about lacrosse, about girls lacrosse specifically. It's basically an entirely different game than boys lacrosse. The rules are different. The field is technically different. This is a universal field here, obviously, because we're playing on the boys, on the same field as the boys, but you know, a lot of intricacies that you warned me about, but you can't believe it until you're actually here seeing it.
Yeah, I mean, and they've minimized them according to the coach. Apparently, like 4 years ago, it was almost impossible to even play. But admittedly, I may not know the reason. I'll call out the whistle. I will explain the self-start situation. That makes a lot more sense to me now, what they're doing out there a lot of the time. So if a whistle's blown, the player has the opportunity to hesitate and do a self-start, and essentially that wipes the penalty. The hesitation, I guess, is the penalty, allowing other players to catch up, or a complete stop and reset. Regardless, I'm not going to try to even get into that. We're going to try to have an entertaining, fun afternoon here. But right now, I mean, I'm not going to say the Bulldogs are on their heels, but the Bulldogs defense has already played more than they played the entire game last night. And what a defense they have. You see a lot of number 22, Mackenzie Gabriel there, obviously, Stizzy Hake.
Sydney Haight came out of nowhere for a goal late in the game yesterday.
Yeah, and on the run down the near sideline for the Bulldogs, speak of the devil, and Haight to the middle. That one gets scooped up by the Mounties.
It's funny, you can see the difference in the 2 days literally just by the attire that the teams are wearing.
Yeah,
a lot of sweatshirts and hoodies and stuff underneath the jerseys last night, sweatpants. It was a miserable evening temperature-wise.
And then the players really probably, in a game like that, they feel it more. If it was a 1 or 2 goal game back and forth, your adrenaline's pumping a little bit more. I mean, they were up by 10 and what, who the heck knows, 8 minutes? At that point, yeah, they had to feel all that frigidness, a little bit of mist and drizzle all throughout. I mean, it was horrible.
I know I did. And we were in this box.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, and there we go. First points on the board. Unfortunately, you go by way of the Mounties. I mean, they've had the pressure the entire game. There were Bulldogs there. Got the shot to the lower left corner. And obviously, time of possession in favor of the Mounties. That's the story thus far. The score, Mount St. Charles 1, and the Bulldogs 0. And there's just no time between games. I mean, even a later afternoon game, I mean, I guess the girls would rather play it early. But, I mean, it's got to be a tough task to do that amount of running, get up and do it again. But I was younger, and I guess, I mean, they don't have the lactic acid buildup that I do. I mean, I essentially could play about 3 minutes, and that would wrap me up for a week. But
I will say one thing about last night is that a lot of the team got to play, right? So we had a lot of the younger players in, a lot of the starters taken out before the end. So whereas a competitive game would have kept you fired up with adrenaline a little bit more last night, it did allow them to spread the minutes out a little bit.
Yeah, you're right. They would have been much more tired. You're absolutely right. They didn't get beat up physically. They didn't. Yeah, that's a very valid point. At the moment, however, it's Mount St. Charles who are applying the pressure. There is no doubt about that, and I don't really think it has much to do with last night's scenario, but still with it. There's a whistle. Probably, I believe that's like a illegal use of the stick, and the Bulldogs have it. Turnover, and on the run they go. It's number 9 heading our way. That's Allison Fobert. And one of the big things about this Bulldog team, we didn't talk much about the first game of the year, but their first game of the year, you get Casey Massera score 7, which is amazing, but it's kind of par for the course with her, adding an assist. But Hannah Seltzer had 3, Allison Fobert had 2 with an assist, Riley Pelican had 1, Zabarini had 1, Falcon had 1, Hackett had a goal. I mean, so Nyberg had a goal. And then last night they spread it between 5 more players, so they have weapons all over the field. There's some physicality right there, ball's loose. And up with it, the Bulldogs, number 12, Hannah Seltzer, on the scene. I mean, the Bulldogs go as she goes. I mean, she is such a pivotal piece to this equation and has it in the corner. It's still cold out. I mean, for me, it's still chilly out. It doesn't feel like it. But around the goal, and the shot. Oh! Speaking of Hannah Seltzer, there she is. The wraparound, no defender in sight. We are evened up at 1, halfway through quarter number 1. Number 12, Hannah Seltzer, evens things up. We could have a game on our hands here. Let's see. Or the Bulldogs just needed to be woken up a little bit.
Seltzer with a hat trick last night in the first quarter.
That's funny. It's true. The numbers are funny, but I mean, they'll have their time. There's no doubt about it. Up in Providence, and it's just ebbs and flows is what it is. And the big thing is one of the best part of the evening. I got to be honest with you. Yes, the Bulldogs won and they played well, and no injuries on either squad. That's the best part. But I loved to see. I did when they scored their third goal. The fact that they were jumping around and truly having fun. They were working so hard. Sometimes you're just not as good as the other team, but it's just seeing the excitement, and that's the epitome of high school sports. Why I like doing sports. I don't care what sport it is, boys, girls, whatever it may be, because they play with that heart, that emotion, and the companionship that each team eventually acquires, if they're going to be successful anyway. But that was a true display of it, I thought, last night. And this Bulldog team, definitely prime and focused. I watched them before the game. Another shot on goal coming, though. I mean, hey, the Bulldogs got their stick on it. Nice D. That's really the only chance you have, and that's a quick stick. But up with it comes Mount St. Charles. And I mean, holy smokes, they are coming up with everything. And there's a whistle and a stop. And again, I think they're going to have another setup scenario here. This time from just beyond the goal. Cushing set on the side here, and they will start their offense again. I mean, it is 85% Mountaineers or Mounties as far as time of possession.
Absolutely.
I don't know really. I honestly don't know why exactly, because the Bulldogs haven't really done much wrong. A couple passes off, but I guess it's just a little bit quicker at the moment, fresher legs possibly.
Well, I would say that I don't think that the Mounties are attacking as much. They're kind of staying back. So some of that time of possession may be misleading because they're not really attacking. They are more taking their time down on the other end of the...
Beautiful pass. Nice play. But the Bulldogs score. One end to the other. Gianna Falcone finishes. What a play and what a turnaround for the Bulldogs. And as you're right, they had the ball down at the other end seemingly for the majority of the game. The Bulldogs respond to the opening Mount St. Charles goal with
2 goals in 90 seconds.
Yeah, bang, bang, 2 in a minute and a half, and the Bulldogs now have the lead. So that shows the athleticism, and I'm going to go ahead and wipe away if there was any kind of an effect from last night. If there was, we have seen it. And as long as their legs can make it through 4. But right now, their speed still is better than their opponents. Off the middle, Bulldogs have it. It's Falcone again. Head to the right, on the move. The Bulldogs on offense in the middle. And stop, turn, shot, good. Bang, bang, Falcone with 2 in a row. And the Bulldogs with 3 in, a minute and 40 seconds?
That was legitimately 10 seconds off the clock.
Go.
It was 4:21 when they scored their last goal and 4:11.
So, wow. It was 1-0. And I'm not joking, folks. 85% time of possession in the first half of the first 6 minutes was probably 5 minutes to 1, and a 1-goal deficit the Bulldogs were looking at, and boy, have they flipped the script. 3 goals in less than 2 minutes, 2 by Gianna Falcone, literally 10 seconds apart from each other. Off the pass on the far end, Seltzer with 1 of the assists. I did miss the number on the other one. I'm frustrated. I tried to get it.
It reminds me a little bit of when of the opening day for the boys here, when they sacrificed the first goal of the night, and then it seemed like they woke them up, and then they ended up winning the game 13-2.
Hopefully it goes that way. I do see Mount St. Charles.
Well, different scenarios.
Yeah, it could be that way. I mean, they just scored 3 goals, and they're on the move again. Up the middle, here we go. And which way she goes, nobody knows. Pass to the wing. Is number 23 shot, and saved by the Mountie goalie. Bulldogs have it. Shot. Score! And there is number 12.
Hannah Seltzer.
The scene. Hannah Seltzer with the goal, her second. Gianna Falcone's got 2. The Bulldogs have 4. And folks, I don't know what it is, but they're passing from hash to hash. And I know that's not even a thing in lacrosse. Right. I know these blue lines over here have something to do with it. But bottom line, down the middle, it is with precision and speed. And as we've just seen, the last 3 goals were that variety. The first was Seltzer on the wraparound. But this Bulldog team, man, they're impressive. They really are. And to do it back-to-back like this, it is so early. There's still 3:40 to go in the first.
2 minutes and 10 seconds separate all 4 of those goals.
Yeah,
2 minutes and 10 seconds of game time have separated all 4 of those goals. And by the way, Hannah Seltzer, 5 goals for Hannah Seltzer in the last 2 first quarters that she's had. A combined 5 goals in the last 2 first quarters of the game.
And that pass bounces off a little bit. Bulldogs try to reel it in and are unable to maintain possession. So Mount St. Charles will start midfield on the side, and the sun is officially peeking through. And Mount St. Charles with it. Again, trying to get a look at the goal. The Bulldogs defense since that first goal has done a nice job protecting, and that pass over the middle didn't get over the top, didn't get high enough, so the Bulldogs have it.
That could be a dangerous pass, passing to your goalie over the...
It's done. It's been done, but you got to be a precise team. You're absolutely right. It's something we can see out of the Bulldogs, but from what I've seen thus far out of Mount St. Charles, you're right. I mean, they keep the ball in the zone, but they're having trouble right there getting it into the middle. So kudos to the Bulldogs D. The stick got up too high, I think there. Either way, Mount St. Charles again will have it, and they've had a lot more opportunities via the whistle. The Mounties have than the Bulldogs, and they haven't been able to capitalize. And this time, nice stick defense in the save. Number 25, Cushing, and another Mountie opportunity squandered. And you can see some of the frustration as they on the face, I guess what you would say, of the Mounties. But it is early. It is only first quarter, 2 minutes to go as time ticks, and not much is going on. This is an area of confusion as well. This is one of those official resets. And that's the thing about it, though. The clock runs, so if that happens late in the game and you're trailing, I've seen it happen. It's frustrating if you're the team that's trailing. And again, no sense of urgency. It's early, and I think the Mounties realize that. But again, the Bulldogs, when they're that precise, it looks like they're doing it with ease. I don't know where the two teams that we've seen will end up at the end of the year. I know that Providence Country Days, they're in a rebuilding year, clearly, but they have the heart, and they're going to be a tough task in years coming up. Whereas the Bulldogs, man, that time they capitalized. Mounties score. There is a whistle. Let's see if they keep it on the board or what happens here. And I do believe that score is going to be good. That'll make it 4-2. And we got a game. We definitely have a game.
Ooh, Mount St. Charles, number 12, Morgan Monaco.
A little anticlimactic because it was one of those whistle scenario thingies. Just had reset the players, and then they go from running, and they're in gear moving, to stopping, getting repositioned, and then having to get fully back in gear again instantly. And tough to expect that of athletes. But the bottom line is it's just the barometer is the same on both sides. So you can't complain. They know the rules.
It's been a more competitive first quarter than the entirety of last night, obviously. 4-2 right now. 6 goals scored so far in the first. And this could be a high-scoring affair tonight.
It could be a close affair. Nice stick work by Falcone there. She's a huge asset to this Bulldog D. I had the opportunity to speak with Coach Mono before the game, which was fantastic. And he taught me a little bit, and there's so much more that I need to learn. Clearly, a lot of rules here, but this is a talented squad. I'm watching Mount St. Charles, and I don't whistle right before the shot that flies over the top. I don't see any quit in the squad for sure. And the official looking our way, and it's going to do something with the clock. They're going to retrieve the ball, so they're going to stop it with 20 seconds in quarter number 1. I don't even think I introduced us. I'm the voice, Greg Moreno, and alongside the owner here, Ben Barber, and we got Dave DeAngelis in our ears, and Lisa behind the lens. We are 3-2-1 Westerly.
You keep saying that. He's not in our ears.
Or wherever he is.
You asked me last night 4 times, hey, can you hear Dave during the game? And I can't. And I'm like, no, I'm texting him.
He's
and then today you're like, can you hear Dave in your ear? And I can't. I'm like, no, I'm texting him. So Dave DeAngelis, not in our ears, but is in our hearts.
What was it when he was in my ear?
That is when you're not around.
Well, I'm not around.
That's when you're not in person. That's when you're not in person.
All right. See, I knew there was a time.
Yes.
Though they handle the technical stuff,
He's technically watching this on like a 0.3 second delay.
All right.
So.
And he does some graphics, probably. All right, we'll get back to the sport. That's where I function the best. Facing forward and facing down in black and white. When it comes to wiring and...
4-3 is the score at the moment.
4-3.
4-3. There was a score while we were
now a whole other one.
While we were yakking it up, there was a score 4-3. I know.
In the last 10 cents, well, my apologies, folks.
I know. I missed it. You missed it. The only person that didn't miss it is Dave.
That's why I figure it's tough
and
to come back
the scorekeeper and obviously the fans here.
Play with no rest. And it's tough to announce with no rest. And they almost sneak one in before the end of the quarter. But we got a game, folks. Mount St. Charles denies them on the last shot of the quarter, and they answer the Bulldogs' 4-goal run with a 2-goal run of their own. One in the books. Bulldogs 4, Mounties 3, and we'll be right back. I can't believe that.
Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. In this challenging insurance environment, Lathrop Insurance can be your beacon in the storm to help you find the coverage you need at the right price. Now, more than ever, you need a partner in the insurance industry that can work with multiple carriers to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Lathrop Insurance carries home, auto, and business insurance, and can be reached at 401-596-2525. We've been supporting the local community since 1939, and we look forward to working with you.
Experience local excellence with Roof Right Roofing in Charlestown, Rhode Island. With over 40 years of unmatched expertise, Roof Right specializes in architectural shingles and holds the prestigious title of GAF Master Elite Installers. Known for their commitment to the community and support for local initiatives, Roof Right is your trusted partner for all of your home's roofing needs. Call today for a free estimate at 401-212-4140.
Ever thought about leveling up your fitness game in a fun and meaningful way? Kiefer's Martial Arts on Granite Street has everything you're looking for. Kickboxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and of course, adult karate. It's not just about getting fit, it's about building your self-confidence, discipline, and that unstoppable feeling you get from all your hard work. Stop into Kiefer's Martial Arts today to sign up.
Are you looking for a fresh cut in Westerly? Step into Rio's Barber Shop in Granite Plaza. Whether it's a classic trim or a trendy new look, we've got you covered. Experience the perfect cut for every age and style in a friendly and relaxed atmosphere. At Rio's, it's not just a haircut, it's an experience. Visit Rio's Barber Shop in the Granite Plaza in Westerly or give us a call to schedule your appointment at 401-315-2208. Your style, our craft, Rio's Barber Shop.
Hot summers and cold winters can be unbearable, but D&V Mechanical has the solution for you. As a Mitsubishi Diamond dealer, we provide energy-efficient and personalized comfort solutions for your home. Our experienced technicians will install your new system quickly and efficiently, ensuring your complete satisfaction. Don't suffer through another season of discomfort. Contact D&V Mechanical today for a personalized ductless mini-split installation that fits your lifestyle. D&V Mechanical, your comfort is our top priority. The Thirsty Beaver Hometown Pub and Grub in Dunn's Corners is your ultimate destination for refreshing drinks, delectable dishes, and memorable moments with family and friends. Enjoy live music, DJ trivia every Wednesday night, and we're now the official spot to come watch and root for your favorite Westerly High School sports teams. The Thirsty Beaver, located at 265 Post Road, Spindrift Village, Westerly.
And we're back, folks. Mount St. Charles on the move. We are in the start of the second quarter, just seconds into it. And the Bulldogs hold a 1-goal edge. They were actually down 1-0 in this contest. Scored 4 in a row, reeled 4 off the sticks of, who are we looking at here? Hannah Seltzer had 2, and Gianna Falco had the other 2. But the Mounties go nowhere and answer with 2 of their own before the quarter ends. And it's a 1-goal game. And a lot of whistles. A lot of whistles. And they're all going in favor of the Mounties, like every one of them. I know that, and I see the frustration on the face of the Bulldogs. Another shot, yeah, beautiful save. Can the scoop, though, it's loose, and popped out. Mounties have it. And what a save by Casey Cushing, who is getting peppered. It's almost like she's getting the opposite of last night at this point. But it's the Bulldogs trying to come out of it here, and there's that hesitation. That is the self-start that the coach taught me about. And that's why that whistle disappeared, and that is a great move. Bulldogs on the move. When they're in free range running and passing, they are
there it is.
Always scoring.
There it is, 5.
Right there. And the Bulldogs get a little
Who was that?
early.
Let's pause.
Westerly goal number 23, Casey Becerra.
Casey Becerra.
Their team goal scoring leader arrives on the scene in the stat book. She's been there doing plenty. Obviously, doesn't need to score, doesn't matter, that's for sure, but she scores and she matters. Casey Becerra. I have a feeling, folks, you're going to need to get into the double digits here tonight to come out with a W. But the Bulldogs, right off the rip in the second quarter, when they're running down the field in open field, and I don't necessarily mean no defenders, I just mean it seems like their passes are just right on the spot, leading their intended recipient.
Yep.
Intended receiver, I would say, in a football game. But
we have. We had the luxury of sitting next to Casey Becerra's grandparents last night, and I believe.
Runs right through it, so that's against the Mounties, and the Bulldogs have it, and they get to keep moving. Pass in the middle, nice pass, nice save.
That was a great save.
What a pass, great shot opportunity, even a great shot location. You got to give credit to the goalie there, certainly, and she's done a nice job. Bulldogs wrap around and trying to scoop it at the last second. There was really no room. Mounties defense has stood tall. Definitely a different caliber game here, and I love to see the test. It's a lot more fun in my estimation, in my opinion. And here we go with the Bulldogs, and ball will end up with the Mounties after. The Bulldogs were there with the whistle.
So I believe it was Casey Becerra's family. One of the families last night that I was talking to as we were leaving the game went to the Haversham to celebrate the big victory last night, and that's always a lot of fun. There it is.
One, and that is Hannah Seltzer, I do believe, or Erica Nyberg. It was a 1 and 2 or 1-3.
Westerly goal number 13.
Erica Nyberg with the score for the Bulldogs, and just like that, from 4-3 to 6-3 in less than 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Wow, this game can go back and forth so quick. You got to keep your foot on the gas the entire time, which is fun. Even though there's a lot of whistles, they do make it so there's a flow in the game. More or less, but it also does interrupt it. In the middle, Gianna Falcone, huge part of this team. Defensively, offensively, face-offs, the whole thing. And I've called her name as well as a lot of these girls' names for 3 years now. And 2 different divisions they've played in. And this is being Coach Amato's first season. And that's always fun. And I'd love to have him on the show.
And, I think what we're seeing right now is that while Mount St. Charles still holds the time of possession for the game, they're a very methodical team versus the explosiveness of the Bulldogs.
I agree. That's Sid Haig with the both sides of the field. I think they're trying to be methodical. You're right. I don't think the Bulldogs will let them. The passing lanes just aren't there. With the amount of time they've had the ball, which it's starting to even out now, they should have had more shots on goal at least. But credit to defense for not allowing it. They're just not giving them a vision, I guess. The Bulldogs play a very physical and another whistle. These folks, I don't call every whistle because it annoys me. And it's a lot. I'm not going to lie. I mean, it does. But the Bulldogs on the move again here in the middle. Shot
there
over the corner. Number 2, Nora Zerberini over her shoulder. Another great athlete. Only a junior, but starting and playing since she was a freshman. And that goes for both sports. She is a state champion soccer player as well, I do believe. And I do believe, of course, she is. And there you go. Bulldogs with 7 on the board. Now 8:38 to go, and we're just in the quarter number 2. And so the Bulldogs have gone on a 4-goal run and now a 3-goal run. And again, in the middle, Falcone. And it's got to be frustrating if you're the opponent. You're back into it, you're out of it, you're back into it. They don't have. All right, so the rumor before the game, it's not a rumor. They called down, and at some point, our opponent didn't even have enough players. So that's got to come into the factor. I just looked over for the first time on their bench, and I see 2 players. that maybe a third, 3 players. And with the amount of running they do, look at the Bulldogs bench. Has double that, +1. So the Bulldogs, 7 extra players.
And the longer that the game goes, the more that favors the Bulldogs.
Yes, you're dead on.
And obviously the game goes a certain amount of time.
Yeah,
but the deeper we get into the game.
I hear you. But another nice save by the goalie. I think, mark my words, this Mount St. Charles team is going to end up with a decent record. This is not a situation like we were involved in last night in frustration by the Mounties. The Bulldogs will capitalize on it. On the move they go. That's Allison Fobert. And the way I'm going to say she's a huge part of the team. The way they spread it out, they all are.
Ooh.
And she takes a cheap shot there as she had her torso wide open trying to pass it. She certainly should get some kind of a shot opportunity. And here we go. She is going to. And let's see if the Bulldogs can add another one. Fobert waiting for the whistle. While the clock ticks this whole time, which amazes me. Here we go. The shot.
Oh.
And it was a deflection. And it must have gone on. Did it go off a post? The goalie didn't even react. Maybe it got stolen. Who knows? Either way, the Mounties have it, and they will continue down the field here. Is there only one official?
No, there's two. There's at least two officials. I see at least 2.
Right.
And I have to say, kudos to the conditioning of these officials.
God, yeah.
You know?
That's what I was just looking at. I was about to say this guy's amazing, having to be able to run up and down the field 100 yards every time, 90 or 80 or whatever it is. Either way, again, the Mounties are here. They have the ball, and you're right, they're accumulating seconds. But what is going on? I mean, look at the Bulldogs. Tight man-to-man D, and there's a lot of whistles. This one's going to go against the... I'm going to let them sort it out, and I'm not going to guess because I used to do that, and I was never right. So we have number 7, Cindy Haight, tying her shoe, and everyone's set up here for something. Mount St. Charles, obviously, the beneficiary of the whistle. It's no guessing. Number 2 has the ball. And they'll get a shot on goal.
Is this a timeout right now?
No, it's equipment timeout, essentially.
Okay.
They allow a lot. The clock is stopped here. And the defense breaks in right away. Nice D by the Bulldogs. Still loose, though. And a little out of the goal. And Cushing again comes away with it. And around the back of the goal, here comes Sid Hake. She'll turn the corner. And off the pick. Nice defense. And called probably for a moving pick. I know that's what that would have been called in any other sport.
Sid Hake might be the fastest person.
She is the fastest athlete I've called. You know what? Her and Samantha Sacco. The two of them, that girl can run like the wind. And the Bulldogs, their track team, we don't have a chance to watch them. Coach Fed and all of the coaches have been there for eons, and Fed, a legendary track runner here in Westerly, legitimately. And he has been teaching high school track, coaching high school track for decades, and you're never going to get a better hands-on coaching situation in any scenario. And there we go, the Mounties on the board. So still, we have a ball game. It's 3-goal separation. The Mounties put in their 4th, and that, for them, at least it puts a pause to the frustration. But as we were saying, though, yes, those two runners, as far as between soccer and this sport, are the fastest I've seen. They can run like the wind, and they don't get tired. And a lot of times I noticed in like Sid Hake's scenario, and it was the same way with Sacco. Other teams just avoid it, so you'll go a long period without saying the name and wonder. Like last night, I didn't know that teams avoid the area just because the speed over the hands and the feet of these athletes, and the fact that they never tire.
Ooh,
push from behind, certainly not allowed. Number 13 pops up, Nyberg. Tough group of women out there here for the Bulldogs.
Nyberg has had at least a pair of goals the last couple of days.
Yeah, and she, like I said, she's won. I mean, it's a list in game 1 to spread it out between 7 different players. That's the real impressive stuff. These girls come into today, the 5th, it is of April, and they're 2-0. And they're involved in a nice wraparound between two defenders and a score. What a move. I do believe that is number 23, Casey Massera, with her second of the day. And that's that move, man, that little shimmy to get between two defenders, ducks her shoulder, squeezes in, and gets a full velocity shot low left corner. Low left corner of the goal. She gets her, she not only gets the shot angle, she's a homing missile to where she wants it. And Bulldogs answer the Mounties goal, bang bang with a goal. This is fun. This is it could go any which way. I mean,
and, Greg, I know that it's a team sport, and individual accomplishments are pale in comparison to getting the win at the end of the day. But both Hannah Seltzer and Casey Massera are both one goal away in this game from back-to-back hat tricks here at Sal Algieri Field.
That is fantastic stuff, and two Mounties actually collided, and both of them fortunately got up. That was the biggest hit of the game. And the Bulldogs with it. Their offense sets up so very briefly. They are on the move attack. I love their style, and we saw it early. You kind of forgot last night. By the end of the game, I forgot what their style was because the coach had to for second gear, third gear, then fourth gear. The Bulldogs will have a chance here in the middle. Another shot on goal opportunity. And we are awaiting. The clock is a ticking. Nothing's happening. And I can't look at the loss of time in the end of the game. The shot, score, number 9 again, Allison Fulmer, left side of the goal. This Bulldog team, you can't give them too many opportunities. If you're an opponent of this team, of this caliber, you really can't commit too many penalties to give them opportunity. I love their offensive style. From what I remember of last year, it's different. It's explosive. They clearly work on their passing. They're not only passing it from player to player, they're passing it from player to where they want the player to be, completely ahead, which not only requires the ability to athletically get the ball to that spot, but it requires the trust your teammate's going to be there when the ball's there, and they have that. And it's so early, it's only going to get better throughout the season, and that essentially in sports is called chemistry. And this team already has a lot of team chemistry on the field.
I was about to
over the shoulder and nice save by the Mounties goalie. Sorry about that.
I was about to wish our. There it is.
And another score. I heard a whistle.
Was that a?
No, I heard a whistle and I saw the ball going through.
Yeah, 10.
Yeah, the goal's good. And it stops the clock.
Number 23, Casey Massera.
And there's Casey Massera's second hat trick in a row.
I think she's had one every game. She has. She had 7 goals in her first game.
Seven goals in her first game?
Yeah, 4 or 5 yesterday and now has 3. So she's looking at 15 at the moment.
That is insane to me. I was going to wish the girls on the softball team, a good luck today in Barrington. Their game got postponed. Their game was canceled for today, which was an update that I just saw. So.
Oh, their canceled game, they're coming back and playing today?
No. Their game today was canceled in Barrington. So.
Okay, well.
We'll have to check their schedule to see when that game is being made up.
And in the middle, number 9 this time, that's Allison Fulmer, and it goes to the Bulldogs. She's got it, turns the corner, and, outruns both defenders and these Bulldogs. See, it was just a matter of time, kind of, for the Bulldogs to wear them down. Quick moves by this team. And that pass does hit the ground momentarily. Up with it, number 11. Margaret Scanepian. Shot on goal score, and that is number 22, was that? Or was that Massera again? Yeah, that was Casey Massera again.
Casey Massera.
That's number 4 for this game as well, so...
So the Bulldogs set up in the middle again. 2:34 to go. Quarter number 2. They're creating a little separation now. 7-goal lead. Still not safe. I mean, if you're the coach, last night I'm thinking, and I know that Providence today was a different scenario. They're definitely in rebuilding mode and everything, but you don't realize how quick things can change. And a shot on goal, nice save, big save. Really, this is good.
Could not get the ball out of there though.
No,
Goes
Bulldogs.
back to the Bulldogs, and that's going to be still Bulldogs possession. There we go.
Right in the middle. Look at that pass. Shot, bounce shot, low right corner. Score again. Macera, broken record.
5.
Holy smokes. And it started with that pass in the middle. That pass was a laser right to the Macera's shoulder. Macera had to just catch it and put it. Well, Macera, that's a big part of her shooting, and she is like a homing missile. Puts it exactly where she wants it. Bounce shot, lower right corner. This Bulldog team looks so impressive. They're passing. They really do, and I don't care defensively who's there. If you can put the ball ahead or behind your player, depending upon the play, with confidence like they are, at the velocity they do, and the ability to not only receive the pass, but finish with it. There's a lot of components to this team that have me super excited. More excited already today about what I've seen than all of last night.
Well, last night was a mismatch, as you said.
Yeah, and this could turn out to be one. I mean, and all the way down and a nice save. Again, getting peppered now. Our opponent's goalie here. This Bulldog team that is in 5th gear at all times. Mount St. Charles has it, and they had it a lot early. Now the Bulldogs definitely have at least even it up to a little edge on possession. All that really doesn't matter. The score is 12-4. I am the voice, Greg Moreno, alongside producer owner Ben Barber. We have Dave DeAngelis, owner as well, Lisa behind the lens, contact on the field. We are 321 Westerly, and we're bringing you some Lady Bulldog lacrosse. And folks, get the word out. We got a pretty good lacrosse team here, and it's early in the year, and I'm excited about everything we got going on here in the spring. I'll tell you that right now. And pretty much almost all of them are off to a good start in the league.
You know, Greg, as our 3 basketball captains who are also here on the lacrosse field, are they the lacrosse captains as well?
Yes, they are.
Sid Hake, Hannah Seltzer, and Riley Peliquin. As they told us, they are looking for a championship this year on the lacrosse field. They believe that they can get it done, and they're playing like it. Yeah,
Elena Kirby is also a captain. And, yes, the rest of them. We have assistant captains and captains. And I'm looking down the lineup, man. They got weapons all over. They're juniors. Nora Zamberini, I mean, she's a force. Lily Gorman, Allison Forber, Erica Nybers, Simone Hackett. And I have a lot of, I found a little bit of other secret information about Simone Hackett.
11 minutes ago, it was 4-3.
Right. And they could answer here. Let's see if they can tack one on. But
they're going to need to if they want to stay in this game.
Watch how fast number 7, Tate, gets in there and disrupts it, and the shot goes wide. All the way from this side, she was crouched lower than everybody else and was fast enough to get in and not get let her.
Sid Hake is quicker than a hiccup.
Yeah, it's insanity. Back to Simone Hackett, though. I brought in some stuff here. The girls' tennis team with some real success this season, almost making it to the finals, improving every year. They have a freshman phenom in Virginia Royce. Was a first team all selection in singles. But Simone Hackett getting huge praise. She was in a doubles tandem with Addison Sierra, and that's a goal for the Mounties. She earned first team recognition this season that Hackett did. And now is back on the lacrosse team.
Number 18, Ava LeClaire.
Ava LeClaire there for the Mounties with the goal.
And I would have honestly, these opponents, they got to get up on their social media.
Listen, anybody who's going to play Westerly in any sport,
when you put your numbers out there.
Happy to call your names and numbers. Put your stuff out there on Max Preps or anywhere. Greg will find it.
I'm not a huge user of Game Changer, but I look at it to find information. So I just put it out
Game
there.
Changer is that
It's
app that they were
it's not
talking about
great,
the other day. Okay.
It's there, and it's my third check. It's my last resort, but our softball team uses it, so it helps out.
Yes, there's a
Hey,
softball
kudos to
team.
the Westerly Sun, because I'll tell you right now, I get my information from the Sun, the Journal. I have to remember to cancel like 7 newspapers every time football ends, like in November.
Yeah.
Because I get it from all over the state during football.
And this is another free shot here.
Yeah, another one. They're going to try to creep their way back in with 44 seconds left. And don't worry, we'll get back to dead on the field here in the third. We kind of trickled off, or I did anyway. And the defense just converges so fast. They're forced to back out. I mean, that's just great blanket defense. Using the stick legally. That's great physical defense. That's number 6, Lillian Gorman, the junior.
That was a fantastic goal there by the Mounties.
Give credit. Got to give credit. And right now, the Bulldogs, in a minute, have sacrificed 2 of their lead.
And that's, if I almost said it a minute ago, if I'm the Mounties, what I really wanted to do was cut this lead down to being down by half by the half point of the game, by halftime. Because if you're able to, and now they're going to need to hold it or maybe even expand on it in the next 27 seconds before they go to the sidelines for halftime. But very, very, very difficult situation here. You're down by, you don't want to be down by more points than you've scored in the first half going into the second.
Yeah, the Bulldogs didn't want to give up those 2 for sure. It's kind of like the in and out I call in football. You really don't want to give up a goal before half and then call it out of the goal at half. And Bulldogs with time here, 10 seconds.
Sarah looking for the pass.
And gets around her defender, another one steps in. Back up top,
5.
and they have 4 seconds. Do they know it?
3.
Do they know it? I don't think
2.
they know it, and it doesn't matter.
And it doesn't matter.
Floundered into that half, but either way, we are at the half here at Salvo J Field. The Bulldogs ladies lacrosse team here to have 12. The visiting Mounties have 6. We're going to take a break, and I'll be back for this. So we'll be back for half number 2. The girls looking to go to 3-0 today, and we'll see what happens.
What's going on, Westerly? It's Patrick down here at the Wireless Zone at Dunn's Corners, Verizon authorized retailer. And right now is the best time to come on in and get a brand new phone. We are offering our hottest new 5G phones, the iPhone 15, the S24 Pixel 8 for free with a trade-in. And the best part is 5G is finally coming down here to Westerly and the surrounding areas. So make sure you're on the best network and get it for free when you're on the right plan. Come see us at 224 Post Road.
Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. In this challenging insurance environment, Lathrop Insurance can be your beacon in the storm to help you find the coverage you need at the right price. Now, more than ever, you need a partner in the insurance industry that can work with multiple carriers to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Lathrop Insurance carries home, auto, and business insurance and can be reached at 401-596-2525. We've been supporting the local community since 1939, and we look forward to working with you.
This month is Gavin's 1-year anniversary here at KMA. I think the biggest change that I've seen in him is his self-confidence.
Really been a good thing to me. I got bullied all through like 2nd grade.
Watching Gavin grow into, a self-sufficient, independent young man, and it's been a wonderful thing to see.
It actually got me wanting to teach here. It's made me not get bullied this year.
We're so lucky to have somebody like Sensei Mike and his team to be working with our kids.
Experience local excellence with Roof Right Roofing in Charlestown, Rhode Island. With over 40 years of unmatched expertise, Roof Right specializes in architectural shingles and holds the prestigious title of GAF Master Elite Installers. Known for their commitment to the community and support for local initiatives, Roof Right is your trusted partner for all of your home's roofing needs. Call today for a free estimate at 401-212-4140.
Are you looking for a fresh cut in Westerly? Step into Rio's Barber Shop in Granite Plaza. Whether it's a classic trim or a trendy new look, we've got you covered. Experience the perfect cut for every age and style in a friendly and relaxed atmosphere. At Rio's, it's not just a haircut, it's an experience. Visit Rio's Barber Shop in the Granite Plaza in Westerly or give us a call to schedule your appointment at 401-315-2208. Your style, our craft, Rio's Barber Shop.
Hot summers and cold winters can be unbearable, but D&V Mechanical has the solution for you. As a Mitsubishi Diamond dealer, we provide energy-efficient and personalized comfort solutions for your home. Our experienced technicians will install your new system quickly and efficiently, ensuring your complete satisfaction. Don't suffer through another season of discomfort. Contact D&V Mechanical today for a personalized ductless mini-split installation that fits your lifestyle. D&V Mechanical, your comfort is our top priority. The Thirsty Beaver Hometown Pub and Grub in Dunn's Corners is your ultimate destination for refreshing drinks, delectable dishes, and memorable moments with family and friends. Enjoy live music, DJ trivia every Wednesday night, and we're now the official spot to come watch and root for your favorite Westerly High School sports teams. The Thirsty Beaver, located at 265 Post Road, Spindrift Village, Westerly.
I'm gonna be home on Monday anyway. I have to produce. All right, everybody, we are back, and I just want to say a huge thank you to our sponsors. We have 3 minutes left here at halftime. 12-6 is the score at the moment. The Bulldogs ahead of Mount St. Charles, and I want to take a second to thank our team here at 321 Westerly. Huge shout out to our sponsors: Roof Right Roofing, Lathrop Insurance, the Thirsty Beaver in Dunn's Corners, Remy Cycle, Valenti Family of Dealerships, Rios Barbershop, where Greg is hopefully going to go after this game to finally get a haircut, Kiefer's Martial Arts, Ed French and Sons Paving, XC Media Design, Precision Fitness in downtown Westerly, Wireless Zone at 224 Post Road in Dunn's Corners, D&V Mechanical for all of your heating and cooling needs, and John Fazzaro at Coldwell Banker Coastal Homes. I want to thank our team, the voice, Greg Morano, who is always spectacular. I want to thank Lisa Ornberg, the eyes behind the lens, our fantastic and talented intern Juliana, who just killed it in her first game behind the camera on Monday, or Tuesday night rather, for boys lacrosse. And of course our director, the always incomparable Dave DeAngelis, who is not with us in person here today, but is always producing this back in the studios. So huge shout out to everybody on our team. You guys are the best. Greg, what do we got? What do we got, dude?
Well, we got a good game. I mean, it's not over by any means. 6 is not enough. Nothing's ever enough. But 6 is not enough. Mount St. Charles hasn't completely gone away. However, whenever they have scored, Wesley's answered with triple. So
Yes.
they had one, Wesley got 3 or 4. They got another one. Before the half, for them to add that 2, that was huge for this team. One of the craziest things I mentioned to Ben here before, at the half, these girls at no moment sat down. They did not. They remained standing the entire half, while the other team was obviously getting rest, and most teams would. That has to be because they played last night, very little rest, and are playing this afternoon less than 12 hours later maybe, and if they sit and their muscles get cold, then that's a wrap. You can't re-stretch for the day.
Yep. And they're even out on the field now. They're even, the other team still sitting, they're out on the field, and different philosophies, obviously, different situations. Also, let's not throw out the fact that Mount St. Charles does not have as deep of a roster right now as the Bulldogs. So conserving that energy might be what they're trying to do at the half. It's
always tough, obviously, when you have limit. I mean, they almost weren't able to play, and I looked over and they have 2 subs, and Westerly is a machine because wants to become a machine, but they're rolling pretty darn good right now, and because they have a nice rotation of players that they can use, and they all do their own, they all contribute in their own way. Obviously, they have their core. But Westerly early on, man, I mean, all 3 games they've gotten better. They're in an animated group, as you're about to see, as you can see right in front right now. And I love that thing they did before the game, the little wave thing where they all bend over. They did a really cool version of it, which you guys will see if whoever plays it back right before the game. They're an excited group, and I was always a big emotion guy when I played. I think it matters hugely, but a lot of people can call it bravado or whatever. But I think emotion and momentum and things of that nature mean so much more in high school sports than anything else. And this Bulldog team, that not only looks like they're having fun and are playing well, but they're a confident group. So here we go. I mean, yesterday, really the first 2. Yesterday's game was a game that you expected them to have in the win category, and opening things up against Narragansett with a 15-7 victory is a great way to start the season, and if they can finish here tonight. So here we go. Quarter number 3, half number 2, however you want to look at it. 24 minutes to go, score 12-6. We are in the middle. More than likely Falco. I am guarded by the official. And yes, that is Gianna Falco, great first half. And the Bulldogs, Massera has it. Far corner, Bulldogs in the white, heading all right.
Anytime Massera has it,
right up pass, up top, one location, shot, score, bang, bang. And that's a beautiful assist by Massera, and the finish by number 13, Erica Nyberg. And that is the passing I've been talking about all night. Throwing it, that was a little high, great adjustment by Nyberg. I mean, a perfectionist, but that was a beautiful assist. And they're throwing it ahead of their intended receiver, just like you're supposed to do in football. And high is actually what you're supposed to do too. So you're the only one who can reach it, essentially making that a perfect pass, and it turns into a bang bang goal. 13 seconds, and that whatever momentum the Mounties might have built up before the half with those 2 goals, boom, gone. 13 seconds.
And how many goals is that now for Nyberg? She has been on a tear.
Yeah, they have multiple weapons, and you can see that Massera clearly with that assist can do a lot of things. Open goal, trickles by in the back. Bulldogs have it.
Is Riley Peliquin on the field today? I don't think that we haven't seen her.
I've seen number 14 out there, you're correct.
I have not seen number 14 today, but I could be wrong. I could be mistaken.
Well, you would see her. She's pretty tall.
She is pretty tall.
And effective. I would have said her name by now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's a great athlete. She doesn't go a half a game without mentioning her name. And a huge part of this team. Well, again, this back-to-back thing. There's some players you had to arrest, I'm sure. If you're sore, you got a sore hammy or whatever, you can't answer it by playing. This is a makeup game, and it's good that the Bulldogs were able to get a makeup game done early. As a team, you always want to do that rather than add games, backload them till the end.
Absolutely.
But you got to get through it. And he had 2 nice passes from the baseline and move, spin in the middle. Great defense. Disallows it, and they reset. That's the defense that they need to do every time. But number 2 for the Bulldogs, a couple new numbers there now. Not being North Zabrini, wrap around Massera, shot score. She is shooting missiles, pellets, peas, whatever you want to call them. Casey Massera, another goal to the total. I don't know how many she's got today, but
she has 6 today.
6.
She has 6 today.
She had 7 in the first game. I'm not gonna. She's fantastic. She can finish. She can start. But this is a whole squad thing. I mean, they also. She has teammates that put her in position to succeed. Getting her the ball in the middle. She pretty much did that one on her own. But yeah, she's a phenom. I mean, she's a sophomore. But being a sophomore, you can't think about 2 years from now because the contributors that she has this season that are older than her, this is the year at the moment. You know what I mean?
By the way, Riley Peliquin is in fact sick today.
There you go.
I just got confirmation on that.
Got the DL. Got the DL making some calls to your sources.
Yeah, absolutely.
And running down the field, we got one of them whistles, and they're going to keep going. And maybe she did self-start.
So we wish Riley a quick recovery from not feeling well today. And
with it.
The team is doing her proud though out here today. And there's
off the post. Zabarini pops it up. And look at this. You're not getting by these people. They called Zabarini for the contact. She is a physical athlete. In the middle, number 6. Lillian Gorman, the junior. Not anymore, the Mounties have it now. 9:18 still to go, quarter number 3. 14 for the Bulldogs, 6 for the Mounties. Mounties led 1-0. Scored 2 right before the half, thinking that maybe they had something going. I think that was a big goal there by Massera. And dribbles it, nice shot. That was almost a nice shot, nice save. Go behind the goal and able to wrap it up is Cushing. And now with it is Massera on the move midfield. And at the 40, 35. 30, makes the pass, hits the completion. North Zabrini makes the move to the middle, to the outside, shoot, and just barely. Nice shot idea. And that's how precise this team is. I mean, they make more of them than they miss, but you can see the ability and the confidence to go for that top corner. I mean, man, I'd be going for the middle. Nice pass to the middle. They kind of missed the cut on that one, but I like their offense. Always cutting, always movement. Look at how open Jim Falco comes in the middle. Keeps. Bulldogs will reset again. Massera has it behind the goal. 8-goal difference, 8 minutes to go. And Massera cuts up underneath the baseline.
There it is.
Again.
7.
Holy moly.
7.
And we're getting pretty close to where we at now.
15-6. Casey Massera has more goals by herself tonight.
Casey Massera.
She doesn't. She didn't even score in the first quarter, I don't think.
No, she didn't.
I asked you if she was.
She did not score in the first quarter. She has. That's.
It's fun. This is some fun stuff. I gotta be honest.
She's something special, and she is. How old is she? I believe, she's a 10th grader? Is that correct?
Sophomore.
She's a sophomore.
Last year, she led the team with 51 goals as a freshman.
Wow.
Having never played at this level, 51 goals. Kind of like our quarterback in football. I mean, the kid broke all-star, every record in freshman quarterback history in Rhode Island, pretty much, and Westerly included. It's the excitement. I'm not just making it up. It's real. Hey, shot my pass.
She almost had another one.
Yeah.
She almost had another one.
I mean, they are just precise on their offensive end of things. And they're physical and quick on D. And, I mean, I'm sure we're again going to see better opponents.
Oh, what a steal.
Beautiful. Up over the top. She tried to get it over the top, too. Another whistle. A lot of whistles. You'll see me peter off with the scores. It's not all about the addition, what we've seen here out of the Bulldogs. I've seen what they can do against this team. Do I see them giving up 9 without answering 9? I really don't, folks. I think it'll get out of reach around the corner. And just because mainly you need 9 goals, and I don't see our D allowing that.
And now you see Mount St. Charles trying to play more of an attack base where they were laying back on their heels a little bit earlier in the game, very early in the game. It was a successful strategy. Try to take as much time off of the board as possible. Really play your fundamentals down on their side of the field. But
I see like 1 or 2 players, 1 player in uniform on the bench for them. They got to be tired.
Yeah.
I don't care how good a shape you're in.
Yep.
You need a little help from your friends. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You need players in the dugout. You need players on the sideline. You need players.
That looked like another snowstorm down there.
you need help, man. They got 3 sticks over there. So
if I get nothing else out of doing 3-2-1 Westerly for several years, and maybe for a very long time, I don't know. I hope that I can get people to call that moment in lacrosse when all of the girls are trying to get the ball on the ground at the same time a snowstorm. Oh, and a nice goal there.
Hey,
Did that count? Yeah. I don't see the...
No, it didn't.
No, it didn't. So, and the reason that didn't count, one of the coaches told me this earlier, in lacrosse, in girls lacrosse specifically, and that one counts. That one does count. 15-7. Right? So if I'm gonna butcher this, but it's space to shoot. If you do not have, if there's an infraction in that and you get the whistle, the goal does not count. You get the free shot, but the goal does not count. That is what happened in the first 30 seconds of the game yesterday when we called that goal and went, wait, why is it not a goal? We saw it go in the net.
I know you can't go in that green circle, that blue circle and shoot either. No, I don't do that. That's the goalie circle.
Yep. 15-7.
Which, in all essence, is a game. If Wesley stops playing anything like they normally play, again in the middle, it's Falcone. And a whistle, again, a lot of that's a self-start right there by the...
There's a quarter and a half left, so the game is not completely out of reach.
Again, the Bulldogs needed a little bit... Needed exactly what they're getting. Kind of nice move. And a nice save by the Bulldogs. The scrum and the Bulldogs come up with it on the move, spinning away, and hopefully give their defense a little bit of a break. The Mounties have stepped up the D clearly, and that's a whistle.
And this would be a Patriots, Falcons Super Bowl level comeback for Mount St. Charles right now if they were able to mount this comeback in the last quarter and a half of this game. But it's not out of the realm of possibility. We've seen goals can happen. I think we saw 4 goals in 2 minutes and 10 seconds earlier. So things can happen very quickly.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because kind of both teams, there's no asterisk next to the W on the record. All you do is play the teams that are in front of you. And what's cool is the Bulldogs are playing them well. But you got a team team that last season didn't win a game, and this season struggling, and we saw that last night. And then you got a team here that barely had enough players to get here.
Yep.
So you got to keep all that in mind.
And there's another one.
She didn't say that? No, look at this. We got a ball game. So you got to keep all that in mind. I'm not discrediting anything, because what I'm watching is a good Bulldog team, but now they're getting together and they got to get their game face on. I think maybe they kind of thought they got over the hump and the Mounties had trotted off, but they're here still and they're still playing, and that's why I love doing this, because right now you're seeing it out of the Mounties. There is no quit. They're playing. They came down here, they're leaving everything on the line, and now they're down by 6, right? My math good? No,
they're down by 7 right now. Yep.
Back to the middle we go, and 7 again is doable. We've been talking about all the goods of the Bulldogs, and let's see how they handle the adversity here of a little bit of a run. Again, without assistant captain Riley Pelican. Over the middle, nice pass again. Let's hit the ground, but on the move, will stop. And that was number 13, the recipient, and it's up. Bulldogs have it. The whistle. Number 28, Simone Hackett, the tennis player, star from what I'm reading. And I like looking, I have girls' tennis in front of me every game. I like looking at some of the different sports we don't cover, because some of these athletes do great things in sports that get no publicity, or it's just so hard to, I don't mean to say like nobody cares, it's hard to do sports like tennis.
Oh, it's not, it's absolutely not that nobody cares. And as a matter of fact, if anybody knows anybody who's interested in, donating about $100,000 worth of camera equipment, then I'm happy to cover. I would be happy to cover track and field, cross country, these things that are unfortunately logistical nightmares. But we care about them very much, and we want everybody to know that. And we want these players to feel seen and supported by their community. Another goal
by Macera. Yeah, so I try to come and bring something from other sports we don't cover, because they're doing a lot of big things. We got a great swimming program, and the Bulldogs boys lacrosse goalie Ryder Cassidy. He's a great swimmer, and I started doing that I think 2 years ago when I realized that his name was Greg. What was his name? Greg Champlin, and he's a baseball player, but he was a swimmer as well, and they really do a lot of great things. And in addition to that, we have our AD, Jamie Vettelino, which none of this could ever happen without. I mean, the guy works.
So much love to Jamie.
It's the most thankless job that you could possibly do. I get stressed out doing 5 sports, and I have the fun end of it, so I love doing every bit of what I'm doing. I don't want to give up a game, and what he has to do, he's got to do freshman games, JV games, varsity games. Regardless, that being said, the Rhode Island Interscholastic Athletic Administration Association announced
and another goal.
And another answer by the Mounties, so they got 9, 16-9, and that's a 7-goal game. They're keeping it at 2:30.
Mount St. Charles goal, number 12, Morgan Monaco.
And again, I know this is not how this goes, but you got to wonder if Casey Macera is thinking, one more goal and I'm keeping up. It's like right now the score, Casey Macera has scored 8 goals in this game, and Mount St. Charles has scored 9.
Yeah,
I know it's not a. I know it's not a. I know it's not a personal thing.
As a coach, you don't want to see that. I know as a player, probably. They keep track. Are you kidding me? I would have. If I played a sport like this.
And we're gonna fix, I believe, the time right now.
I still don't think. Every time the Mounties answer, they just have no answer from the Bulldogs offense.
Yes, and they put 5 seconds back on the clock, so 2:04 here to go in the third.
So Simone Hackett, we got, and she is a tennis player, and then we just talked about a swimmer in Ryder Cassidy.
Ryder Cassidy, fantastic
the boys
athlete.
lacrosse team with a big win last night moves them to 2-0 on the road. Caleb Williams scored 3 goals. Ian Morissette had 2 goals and 4 assists for Westerly, and it's 11-3 Division III win over Mount Hope. And that's a long ride on a crappy night in the middle on a crappy Friday night, and a big win for the Bulldogs. Alex Luzzy finished with 2 goals and an assist. Aiden Marone, Matt Horton, Alex Jasoinski, and Luke Nelson also had goals, and that's impressive how they spread it out that way. I just listed 6 different players who scored. Eric Fazaro, 2 assists. Bulldogs will hold Smithfield on Wednesday, and we will be there.
I will get a Horton Here's a Who joke in at some point during the season in a boys lacrosse game, so my apologies in advance.
So we'll be back for boys for that game anyway. Girls lacrosse, they're going to hit the road. When I look at the 2024 season, I'm on the wrong year. I have all their numbers, folks, all the way back to when these seniors were freshmen. But they changed divisions in the middle, so the numbers don't have the same merit, I noticed afterwards. But I do know that they have a lot of weapons.
That is for sure.
I'm kind of glad we had the opportunity to see them 2 games in a row, get a good look at what's going on. And they don't fall into traps, which, last night could have been with the weather. They get out of trouble. They're doing it right now. The pass. Open field. And they're going to slow things down a little bit. And it's just a rotation in the middle. 2 moves and a shot and a save. But that was a great play. Good moves in the middle. It's almost, from behind. And they got the whistle. Macera gets whistled for it and gets a yellow card. I thought that, I don't know, I think you're allowed to hit the stick. Maybe she hit her arm, but no sign of pain on the recipient.
So what happens when you get a yellow card? Because I see her immediately going off.
Rules. If you get another one, you're screwed.
Yeah, but she's immediately, it looks like she's in some sort of penalty box.
The yellow box, yeah.
So there's a penalty box in this.
You get penalties in this game.
So it's a penalty box like hockey.
Yes, but there's rules on the season. If you get a certain amount of cards, you're done. And then there's rules in the game, and I don't know what they are exactly. You can go to the penalty box, I think, 4 times in a game, and then you're done. Yes, it's penalty box.
And that's going to be the end of
by what I know in boys.
That's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter, and as we know, boys and girls lacrosse completely 2 separate sports for some reason.
Well, there is.
But we'll be right back in a couple minutes with quarter number 4.
Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. In this challenging insurance environment, Lathrop Insurance can be your beacon in the storm to help you find the coverage you need at the right price. Now, more than ever, you need a partner in the insurance industry that can work with multiple carriers to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Lathrop Insurance carries home, auto, and business insurance and can be reached at 401-596-2525. We've been supporting the local community since 1939, and we look forward to working with you.
Experience local excellence with Roof Right Roofing in Charlestown, Rhode Island. With over 40 years of unmatched expertise, Roof Right specializes in architectural shingles and holds the prestigious title of GAF Master Elite Installers. Known for their commitment to the community and support for local initiatives, Roof Right is your trusted partner for all of your home's roofing needs. Call today for a free estimate at 401-212-4140.
Ever thought about leveling up your fitness game in a fun and meaningful way? Kiefer's Martial Arts on Granite Street has everything you're looking for. Kickboxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and of course, adult karate. It's not just about getting fit, it's about building yourself.
What's going on, Westerly? It's Patrick down here at the Wireless Zone at Dunn's Corners, Verizon authorized retailer. And right now is the best time to come on in and get a brand new phone. We are offering our hottest new 5G phones, the iPhone 15, the S24 Pixel 8 for free with a trade-in. And the best part is 5G is finally coming down here to Westerly and the surrounding areas. So make sure you're on the best network and get it for free when you're on the right plan. Come see us at 224 Post Road.
Are you looking for a fresh cut in Westerly? Step into Rio's Barber Shop in Granite Plaza. Whether it's a classic trim or a trendy new look, we've got you covered. Experience the perfect cut for every age and style in a friendly and relaxed atmosphere. At Rio's, it's not just a haircut, it's an experience. Visit Rio's Barber Shop in the Granite Plaza in Westerly or give us a call to schedule your appointment at 401-315-2208. Your style, our craft, Rio's Barber Shop.
And we are off, folks, ready to start quarter number 4. We got a game on us a little bit, considering what we saw here last night. Weather's failing on us again, but the girls are still out here. Folks, just, I don't know how many hours ago, let me see, 12, 30, I don't know, 16, 17 hours ago, they were on this field in the freezing cold, and I can see them right now, their uniforms. They are absolutely freezing out there. The wind is ripping. Last night it was wet and windy. The Bulldogs were able to have a dominating victory last night, and are doing a pretty darn good job here today, holding a 7-goal lead versus a Mountie team that just won't go away. And but this Bulldog team definitely, in my estimation, higher caliber, and in my estimation, the sky's the limit. I take creed in the first quarter of what they did last night, and the fact that they also maintained their focus throughout all 4 quarters from last night, considering the opponent. But today, to be able to come back, it is raining out now, to be able to come back physically, conditioning-wise, and mentally, and play a better team, because this Mount St. Charles team is a better team, and do it in the fashion that they're doing it. I mean, I'm excited. I can't wait to cover this team throughout the season. I think their high hopes and expectations that we earned from Sid Haig, Riley Peliquin, Hannah Seltzer, their senior captains, I think is justified 100%. I mean, I really do. This is a team full of athletes, and some are full of state champions from earlier in the season. They got 11 minutes left to protect win number 3 on the year. They could get started at a 3-0, and weather is just not too nice here in Westerly at this juncture, I got to tell you.
It's true.
With it, the Bulldogs, I'm just telling the Bulldogs, they're setting up. They're not going to they'll attack, but they're going to hang on a little bit and let things move along.
You know what? We had a very nice night last night after the game at the Musqueamick Beach Luau, the 19th annual Musqueamick Beach Luau. And that was fantastic. And the Windjammer is back open and better than ever. So that was a really nice time.
And the Bulldogs, I'm sure these girls want to go home and get a nice shower and get a rest. The amount of running they've done in a 24-hour period, but to get 2 league victories, man, it's worth it. Now the sun's coming out.
I gotta be honest, every time I look over at the score, it reminds me of an aspect ratio, and that just shows me how much of a nerd I am about film and cameras.
Yeah. Over the top whistle shot. Let's see what we do. Bulldogs will get it, and they'll have the shot. It is going to be number 12 for the Bulldogs, Hannah Seltzer, who's opened up her senior campaign. All these girls have, with 3 solid efforts. Up the middle, shot,
Ooh.
Nice save off the shoulder of the goalie.
That was a fantastic save.
Bulldogs have it again, another whistle, they're going to give it back, and now Mount St. Charles has it. And they're going to make a move, and they're going to make it quick. There's 9.5 to go, and they need to make up 9. They have 18 or 16? 16. They're going to make up 7.
16, yep.
And on the move they go. Bulldog defense, they're able to get through, but the Bulldogs knock it loose. And Cushing there to squish it and thwart the effort for the moment. I don't know what she did wrong, but something, because Mount St. Charles is going to have a shot here if Haight can't get there fast enough to disrupt it. I see her right here on the side. If she can get her stick in, she's the only one with the speed, really. There you go. And she does. And that is a oh, holy smokes. That thing was inches from what it's
Wow.
supposed to be. There's supposed to be a line there. And wow, it didn't get there. Great job by Cushing. Great job by Hake. You see Hake there. She's so quick. She actually can get there and get her stick in on it and completely divert the shot. She's done that numerous times, and essentially it's saving, by percentages anyways, a number of goals. And with it, Mount City Charles looking for a hole, and indeed nothing yet. And they're down to 8 minutes to go here. And it's loose in front of the goal. They scoop it up and turn, loose again. Bulldogs, number 7. Defensively, now it's wrapped around the top. Not letting anything happen to this Bulldog defense. Now, this is impressive. I'm looking for a hole myself. I don't know where I would throw it.
I know.
They are everywhere. It seems like they're playing with double the players, but that's how quick their feet are, how quick their sticks are, and they're getting a lot of whistles against them. I don't know.
I realized
a little weak.
I hadn't spoken in a while. I'm just entrenched in the game at the moment.
I'm just wild. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. And meanwhile, the clock goes so fast. I mean, I was just babbling about whatever the whole third quarter. I didn't think I mentioned the game, but here we go, and at midfield it's a scrum, and able to scoop it after a little kick. I like that maneuver. And they'll wrap around the back of the goal. Looking in the middle, not there. Pass is deflected and stolen by Sidney. On the far side, the pass. And Becerra, whistle, Bulldogs should maintain possession. And on the move she goes. Immediately, the pass, 13 adds it. That's Nyberg, and over the top, shot,
There
score.
it is.
Wow, did you see those 3 passes?
That
is
insane.
impressive.
Was that Hannah Seltzer?
Yes, it was. Hannah Seltzer pops it, puts the biscuit in the basket. But I'll tell you what, folks, if you watch how they got downfield, it started with the steal by Sid Hake. She gained some ground. Nice pass up the sideline, I believe, to Erica Nyberg. She gains a little ground. Then the pass forward, Seltzer, and the goal. I mean, that is harmony in motion. I mean, this team is... I'm excited is an understatement today to see how they're answering, knowing that they just had to get over what could have been a trap game last night. Had all the weather, everything, all the setting of it, and to come back this morning and do this, they've piqued my interest. At the middle we go again. 6.5 to go. 8 goal difference. Nice stop and go on the move for the Bulldogs. That's Margaret Scanapieko and whistle clearly there.
Scanapieko, yeah, I think that you said that right.
Yeah, I think she has an older brother. He's either still on or graduated. Was on the state championship baseball team. So I used to know how to say it. Now I'm trying and I'm stuttering over myself. I literally practiced it before the game. Nice shot, nice move, and nice defense on it. Falcon almost adds one to the near side, and that's a whistle, really? Extension, and they're going to keep going. There's Bulldogs everywhere. A wall of 4 Bulldogs in the middle. And trying to get her out, spin move. Another Bulldog there, though, and a whistle. This one's going to go against the Bulldogs. And we approach the 5-minute mark. Now it's this is a must score right here, pretty much. A little pass over the middle. That would have looked pretty. But time ticks. 8 goal differential. You have folks. I'm the voice, Greg Moreno. Alongside producer owner Ben Barber. We got Lisa behind the lens and Dave up in the clouds. Part owner there. And
no, don't say it like that.
And we are bringing you ladies lacrosse, folks. And there's something to talk about here, folks. This is a good squad. They are going to inevitably here, more than likely, go to 3-0 to start their campaign. And they're doing it in impressive fashion. They seem to be in sync somewhere. They seem ahead of where they should be at this portion of the season. Just the team chemistry, the passing, knowing where your players are going to be, getting it ahead of them, and just some finite skills that this team possesses. And all of their goals, and they have merit. There's no doubt about it. I'm excited about every game we cover of theirs going forward. I'm sure there's going to be some more competitive ones than we've seen in the past 2 nights. But we've seen them be able to come back, a home-and-home doubleheader, and the second one being in the morning. And it's impressive to me, and again, a chance to tack on another Hannah Seltzer. Well, throws.
There it is.
Score. Man, that's a monster windup.
It's 5
to
for
the
Hannah.
left side, and that's at least 5 for Hannah.
At least 5 for Hannah.
Man, oh man. And now it's kind of the point that
which makes it 13 between the two of them.
Totals, I might go quiet with, all that means is that the Bulldogs have done their job, and this thing's in the books pretty much. That was the nail if it needed to be nailed in, and there's 3:49 to go. The Bulldogs now have 53 goals in 3 games. 15, 20, and 18. Can they score? Yes, sir, they can. Will they have tests, bigger tests? Yeah, absolutely. But you can only play the teams in front of you, and they've done one heck of a job.
And I want to give a lot of credit to Mount St. Charles. Hard thing to come down here on a Saturday, short. I want to say short-staffed, but they didn't have a lot. They don't have a deep bench right now. There was rumors before the game that they might not even be able to have enough players to field a team this morning, and they've left it all out on the field. So kudos to them and the effort that they've had to put up 9 points against the Bulldogs here today.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe 9 points in the end against the Bulldog team. Maybe they are as good as they look.
Yeah.
It's so early. I mean, you'll hear me start talking about playoffs in the midseason. But this is also, I get a little mushy at times, and you'll hear a lot of it once half the season starts out of me. Shot, nice pass, and again, nice defense. And this is it for these seniors.
Yep.
I mean, these are best friends, and they'll stay friends, but they'll move on to different schools or different areas in life if they choose whatever routes they choose. This is their last time as a teammate, as a unit. I was giving one of the guys on the guys team a pep talk. This is the last time you can physical contact versus another dude. I'll get in trouble. I was like, go out there and do your thing, because intimidation, hey, it's a part of the sport. And believe it or not, I think this girls team is intimidating because they're physical and they're fast.
Yep.
Those are 2 things as an opponent. That's a tough nut to crack. And look at this little play in the middle here. What is going on?
I want to say, just you talked about the friendships. How the friendships will endure outside of this year. And I had a great conversation with Carlos Rios from Rios Barbershop. Another one.
She can just put it where she wants.
Was that Casey as well?
I'm going to go look further ahead to come up. Yep, it was.
Just going to wait for the
Westerly goal, number 23, Casey Massera.
And that's number 9 for her on the night, which is just ridiculous. I had a wonderful conversation with Carlos Rios the other day, and he talked to me about the WWC, the Westerly Wrecking Crew. And it's a group of friends that he had made in high school with Coach Fazzaro from the boys basketball team, among with others. And they are still an incredibly close group of friends. They travel around the country once a year to go to different baseball stadiums. I know that you have a lot of friends that you played in high school sports with that you're still incredibly close with. These friendships do endure. past the final game. So
well, nice jump shot.
That was fantastic.
That's for a celebration, almost like last night. And look at the girls coming in, and I'll tell you what, this is part of the reason I do it. I love it, and I know Wesley fans are still what are you talking about. That right there is the heart. That's the chemistry. That's the friendships. That goes beyond the record in the end. You hear the word state championship out of my mouth all the time, folks. It's all about the time spent together. We had Coach Hake from the basketball team talk about that. It's the locker room moments. It's the off the field. It's sometimes just at each other's houses or going out to eat, whatever it may be. That's what gives you that attitude. And they were super excited. They fought hard in the first half of this game. And not only was it a goal, it was an impressive goal. I mean, and you're playing against a team that in 19 hours has scored 40 goals.
Yeah.
And played 2 games, acquired 2 league wins. That's a heck of a day. That's a heck of a 24-hour swing. So to their opponent, yeah, I mean, to Coach Amato and his staff, they've done, man, congrats. You guys got a great foundation for a good season ahead. And I'll tell you what, you must have to have like a special certification to be a girls lacrosse ref, because it's definitely not an across-the-board thing. And in 2 nights, there's been a lot of whistles on the move and deflected out of bounds, well, to the deep corner. We are just about done here, folks. Half a minute to go, and like I said, the Bulldogs will pick up 2 league victories in a 24-hour span. In doing so, 39 goals, giving up, I'm not sure exactly how many last night you ended up with, but this team is a force to be reckoned with, and I'm sold, I'm in. I'm excited, and we'll have some more of them on the show on Saturday mornings. It's a little intermittent with sports, but looking for a last goal here, Mount St. Charles, and they will try a shot, and then nice save by the Bulldogs. This thing's in the books. Congratulations to the Bulldogs and the coaching staff, honestly. To come back like that after last night, that is really, really impressive. The first half of this game, there was adversity. The opponents were back and forth. It was a tough game. They got through it, created separation, and what I've seen is a team that has the capabilities of having one heck of a season. And I'm in, but beyond that, I'm out. I'm quieting down until Monday. We get to go to the dime in the baseball field. I can't wait to see Coach Pizzato and his team start their state championship campaign at home. Similori Field, I don't know, 5 o'clock maybe?
I don't know.
We'll get it to you. All right, I am the voice, and I am signing off.
The Thirsty Beaver Hometown Pub and Grub in Dunn's Corners is your ultimate destination for refreshing drinks, delectable dishes, and memorable moments with family and friends. Enjoy live music, DJ trivia every Wednesday night, and we're now the official spot to come watch and root for your favorite Westerly High School sports teams. The Thirsty Beaver, located at 265 Post Road, Spindrift Village, Westerly.
Ever thought about leveling up your fitness game in a fun and meaningful way? Kiefer's Martial Arts on Granite Street has everything you're looking for. Kickboxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and of course, adult karate. It's not just about getting fit, it's about building your self-confidence, discipline, and that unstoppable feeling you get from all your hard work. Stop into Kiefer's Martial Arts today to sign up.
Hot summers and cold winters can be unbearable, but D&V Mechanical has the solution for you. As a Mitsubishi Diamond dealer, we provide energy-efficient and personalized comfort solutions for your home. Our experienced technicians will install your new system quickly and efficiently, ensuring your complete satisfaction. Don't suffer through another season of discomfort. Contact D&V Mechanical today for a personalized ductless mini-split installation that fits your lifestyle. D&V Mechanical, your comfort is our top priority.